Hey guys, what's up? Today we're gonna get into kind of our perspective, both moving here from other places, on what it's like to move to Omaha from out of state. Hey guys, what's going on? If you're new, welcome to the channel, or if you've been here before, welcome back to the channel. I'm Christian, this is Tyson, real estate agents here in the Omaha area, and we're bringing this channel just to everybody looking at moving here to answer all the questions, kind of show you what it's like here in Omaha and what it's like moving here. If you got any questions or anything, if you're looking at moving to Omaha, we got your back on anything you need, real estate wise or anything else. Feel free to reach us out. You can hit the link below that says schedule a call with us, call us, text us, email us, any of that stuff, we got you covered. Now without further ado, let's get into today's video. So today, Tyson and I are gonna talk about we both moved here from out of state. I moved here from a smaller town. Tyson, you moved here from California. Yep. Technically, you used to live in Nebraska as well when I came back from California. Yep. And kind of our different perspectives on what it's like moving here from out of state, some of the pros and cons, and kind of some stories we've had. I'll kind of let Tyson kick us off from California.
So I was stationed in California, just between San Diego and LA, and
Marines, right?
Yeah, the Marine Corps. And my wife and I moved back here to Omaha to start a family. And one of the first things I noticed right away was, this is gonna be different from where you come from, depending on where that is, but California, it's all about highway and interstate systems, and Nebraska really only has one. So, and that's the main one going through, which is I-80. Now, we got here and we were used to this fast-paced interstate life of trying to get places. Like sometimes only going 5-10 miles will take you 30-40 minutes. Yeah. Here, it felt like time was standing still when you're in traffic. There was not hardly any in comparison. So it takes you about 15 minutes to 20 minutes to get across town from one corner to the other, which was awesome. But it kind of frustrated me at being, because I'm like, hey, I want to go, 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 go. But it allowed me to kind of slow down and realize, hey, this is really nice. The traffic's not as bad. But just understanding how little time it takes to get there and how unurgent or lack of urgency people have of moving or going from A to B here, which was nice. But now that I've been here, you acclimate rather quickly. That was one of the first things I noticed.
Yeah, going along with what Tyson said, I think I lived in some bigger cities growing up, and this city is kind of interesting because it feels like it's a big city. Yeah. Million people, yeah, right? Yeah. Ish in the metro.
Yeah. Like a top 60 city in the country. Like,
it's a good sized city. Yeah. Good sized metro area. Mm-hmm. But it's like, and I'm gonna get into this in just a second, but it has much more of a small town feel. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like even rush hour traffic, it's not that bad. No. You know, it's really not at all. Mm-hmm. I mean, there is traffic, but kind of depends on where you're like. If you're on Dodge, you're gonna get some traffic for sure. Other little areas, you're gonna have some traffic, but it's not major.
Yeah, no, agreed.
And it's never like, if it takes you 15 minutes to get across town now, when there's no traffic, when there is traffic, what does it take? 30 max?
Yeah, 30 max.
Yeah. So it's nothing like, devastating. And it definitely has that feel. But getting into me, whenever I got here, I actually moved here. Growing up, we lived in a lot of different areas, but I moved here from South Dakota. And so I kind of the opposite. I went from a smaller town, whole metro had about 100,000 people, to a bigger city. And one thing I experienced in the last town that I was in is it was somewhat cliquey. Not everybody would invite you into their circle or want to make new friends and things like that. So I kind of expected that here too. Like
high school in the city.
Yeah, exactly. Basically, yeah, especially within business communities. Yeah, yeah. But coming to Omaha is kind of the complete opposite. One of the first things, Tyson was obviously one of the first people I knew here, but he introduced me to some groups, and everybody he introduced me to were groups that I got to know, or people I got to know, were super inviting, super welcoming into their community, want to be friends with you, want to get to know you. It's been really cool to see, even the church we're going to, everybody's super plugged in and willing to help and talk and meet new people, and they're not cliquey at all from what I've seen. I'm sure there's still some clickiness here, but not from what I've seen. It's all been very inviting. That was very surprising to me. The flip side of that is I did go from a small town to a bigger town. So there's way more amenities than what I'm used to, which is awesome. Yeah. Way more restaurants than I'm used to, which is awesome. Grocery stores, options and that kind of stuff. The only downside I could really think of was the traffic at first, which is funny. I was like, man, there's freaking traffic here, what is this? Yeah. But then I realized it let up super quick. Yeah. Not like driving through Denver or something like that where it takes an hour to get through traffic, yeah, that's kind of been one of my first experiences of moving here is everybody's very open. It's a big city, it's got everything you need and everything you want, really.
One thing kind of just piggybacking off this is flowing really well in terms of what my second kind of epiphany of Omaha was once we got here was after we kind of spent a few months here, because Omaha is pretty inclusive and brings a lot of people in, people really get behind about any cause that's available.
Yeah.
So there is a huge philanthropy or volunteering force here that really wants to champion different causes and get the community involved. And the community really does an exceptional job of really supporting that, advertising that, promoting that within the city limits, and really having a community that creates a culture of giving, volunteerism, philanthropy, and really almost empowerment. If you find something that you really are passionate about, the city's gonna get behind you, and there's a lot of resources to get it out there.
Yeah. So speaking of that, we actually, if you're like curious, like, what's going on in the city, who's running the city, the behind the scenes stuff like that. We actually have a podcast called the Insiders of Omaha podcast. I'll put the link of that one in this description. We've had some big people on there that run the city, you know, or help run the city, or the insiders of it. And I was thinking of Mike Moylan when you said that, one of the guys that has basically developed all of urban Omaha downtown. Not all of it, but he's done a majority.
Yeah, he's done a good bit.
And then he talks about on there about people from Omaha investing in, like, really wealthy people from Omaha investing back into the community. Like he mentioned, like 4 or 5 people and got together $50 million each and built this downtown area for families. It's pretty awesome.
People that stay here just believe immensely in Omaha and want to see it prosper. And I think that's kind of that's great leadership that we have. That you kind of know.
And it really shows.
Yeah.
I mean, this is like, me and my wife always said when we came here, because my family's from here, or not from here, but they live here, it's like the nicest city for the size we've ever seen.
Yeah.
You know, there's
clean,
extremely clean almost everywhere you go. There's always bad pockets everywhere, but everywhere you go, it's just super nice in this town.
One thing that I think will be impressive in Omaha when you do come in here is the eclectic food scene. We have a vast array of traditions, nationalities, ethnicities that have been able to become entrepreneurs, and luckily for me, who I love food, in the food space. So you're seeing Ethiopian, Vietnamese, Middle Eastern, not your traditional Tex-Mex shops and Chinese or Asian cuisine. We're getting a full gamut of great food here, so you will not be without options for your entertainment. And it's a pretty sweet, coming from even like it's like a Chicago style feel, because there's so many different options here.
Yeah, I would just maybe take 2 things randomly. One thing being, if you're into golf scene here is huge.
Huge, big golf scene.
Tons of golf courses.
So I look like I'm going to golf.
He looks like he's golfing every day.
not working hard.
Yeah, it's super hard. But no, you know, there's tons of golfing here. Little courses, big courses, fancy courses, not so fancy courses, public courses. A lot of golfing here. If you're into golfing, definitely the city for you.
For sure.
For sure. Top golf is here as well. So when the off season's on, you can go hit, slap balls, like good top golf.
That's what they say, slap balls.
Slap balls, yeah. And then the negative part that it made me think of was, that kind of shocked me when I got here, was the freaking taxes, dude.
Taxes.
They blew my mind.
Oh.
Not just what you're thinking, like income tax, income tax, property tax got me hard, like mentally anyways.
Yes.
I was like, man, what the heck?
Yeah, we gotta get on that.
So much?
We gotta talk to some of the movers and shakers.
Yeah, we need to get that stuff lowered.
Yeah.
But I will say that it shows.
Yeah.
Like it shows in the schools, the city.
Road.
It shows that they have, they're very well funded and
Yeah.
can keep everything up very well.
Yeah.
So the negative is you gotta pay the taxes. The positive of it is they keep everything up amazing because of those taxes.
Yeah.
Well, guys, just kind of give us a little bit of our perspective on moving here from out of state. If you got any questions, we're full-time licensed agents here in the Omaha Metro area. If you're moving here, got any questions, please hit us up. Down below, you can click schedule a call with us, get on our calendars for a courtesy call, no pressure obligation. Call us, text us, email us, whatever's best for you, and we will see you on the next video.
If you got any questions, drop them below. We'd love to answer those too for future topics.
For sure. Peace, guys.